Hey my YouTube fam, don't click off because this is a budget video. I just wanted to let you all know that I do some cleaning videos on my channel as well as some cooking videos. I would love for you all to come and check out my other videos and get motivated in cleaning and cooking. But we're going to go back to the budgeting, so let's get started. Hello, let's get right into this budgeting. We're going into June budgeting. I just feel the need to show you, to entertain you with this page. This is, we're going into June budgeting. I really love this page. So we're gonna go ahead on and get started. Over here, this is where I keep my notes and my thoughts. And on there, it's like, you know, little notes like call experience, you know, what I need to talk to them about. Little things on down here, call Progressive Insurance, need to call AT&T to see why my bill was higher this month than last month, and good thing that I did because they had put a charge on there that I did not know about. So let's go ahead. I got this covered up for personal information in here, but we're going to go ahead on and turn on over to where we need to be. On this page, I first of all, I just want to thank the Lord for another day, praying that the Lord keeping everyone in their right minds, praying that everyone is staying prayerful, asking the Lord to cleanse and sanctify the air and everything we touch. That's what our bishop, my bishop of my church had told us. Pray and ask the Lord to sanctify the air, sanctify whatever you're getting ready to touch. Just like we sanctify the food, we bless and sanctify the food. He was saying, ask the Lord to sanctify the air and whatever we touch. We getting ready, Lord, everything we touch today, sanctify it, cleanse it, you know. So, all right, let's just get on because you know I can ramble. Okay, for June 2020, we starting out with our savings. In the savings, we're gonna go, I put some little cute stickers on there. You know, I like to be cute every now and then. I don't like it to be drab. All right, so right here, we're talking about the summer bills. You know, this is our savings part. For summer bills, my goal date was 8/20/20. My monthly to save was $80 or more. That's what the plus is for. And my goal total is $2,766. That is for my bills to be paid during the summer, working at the school. You know, a school is closed during the summer, and that's kind of hard for teachers and, you know, whomever work at the school mostly during the summertime. So during the school year and during the extra money time, I was able to, well, during the extra money, the stimulus, and yeah, during the school year when we were on their online classes, you know, I was able to put money up in a savings account to start building toward that $2,766. And I tell you, it have already came in handy because I did it for June, July, and August, because we usually go back in the middle of August, and by September, the middle of August or the end of August, and by September, I will already have had a paycheck to pay for my September rent. So that's why I did it for June, July, and August. And it have already came in handy for June already. And what I did, I added up all my bills, including my rent, my car insurance, my water, my cable, my gas bill. I included all that up together, and that's what I needed for the 3 months. So my actual amount saved this month, which is in June, was $184. So my current goal balance, I took $2,766 and I subtracted, okay, let me go back over here because this can confuse you a little. Let's see where it's at. If you're wondering, I have breakdowns on different videos of my budgeting videos, but I don't want to go into depth too much in it. Okay, here, what I did in 2000, this is May, 2,766, and I subtracted what I saved up in April, and then what I saved up in May, which was $1,059, and I subtracted it from the 2,766, gave me 1,707. Then I subtracted this 184 from the 1,707, and then they gave me 1,523. So that's how I do with that. For ACE savings, our goal by December, I have down $20 or more to save a month, and our goal for December, the goal total is $300 to hit. All right, and the actual amount saved for this month was $20, and he already had money in his account. I just didn't put the information on the last one. I thought to go ahead on, because I didn't put his savings on the last one, but I thought to go ahead on and put it down for people that want to save for their children. Okay, he already had money in there, but for this month, I was able to save for June $20, so now I need $230 more to reach his $300. All right, my emergency fund has been fully funded ever since last month. So all I did was carry it over on here to make me smile, to keep in mind, to make me keep in mind that I can do this goal, you know. And so it is fully funded. No, I don't need any more to make that 1,000 come alive, and that's my emergency fund of $1,000. If any of y'all watch Dave Ramsey, you know he talks about that $1,000 on the side for emergency fund. Now the difference between this one, let me go ahead and do this here. The difference between this emergency fund is that emergency fund is for when something come up that I'm not aware of coming up. So that's what that emergency fund is for, like a rainy day. This summer bill, this is not emergency fund, but the summer bill savings is for my bills. I know they're coming up. I know how much they're going to be. Approximately, you know, sometime it switch and change like my phone bill did, but I know how it's going to be, and so I added it up. So that's what this summer bill's savings is for. This emergency fund is only for things come up for an emergency that it wasn't expected. Would I go into this to get this out of? I'm not looking to do that, because that's not what that's for. That's why I had tried to have several little jobs that I can pull from, and this YouTube job is one of them. So by the way, if you have not subscribed, please take a moment and subscribe. Please take a moment and hit that like button, and leave a comment. Either if you leave an emoji, a smiley face, a heart, or anything like that, that helps my video get around, and the more it get around, the more YouTube will put my video out more for others to see in the front line. So please share. You never know how these videos can help someone else. May not be you, but someone else. And this is working on a low budget income right here. I am a single mom with 3 children. 2 of them are grown. They live in Orlando. And then I have a 9-year-old, which is Ace. All right. So let's go ahead on and go into this part right here. I hope you can see well, because I got you rigged up again, but I hope it's rigged up pretty good. All right. So over here, this is my collection part of June. Let's start with my credit score. In January 2020 is when I really started saying, okay, I'm going to put my credit score out there for people to see, if I'm not mistaken. My credit score was 526. So that was my lowest score. I was only recording my lowest score. But now, I'm recording all 3 scores. So my Equifax is 538 now. My TransUnion is 537 now. And my Experian is 600. Notice, if you notice, going back here, on last month, my Equifax was 549. Here is 538. My TransUnion was 549. Here is $537. My Experian in May was $596. Here is $600. Now, the reason why these two went down, it was a situation that came up. I want on my goals, I wanted to start getting my credit together to purchase a home, probably be next year sometime. I don't know whenever the Lord open the door for me to do it, but I got to do my part and start getting it ready. So I spoke to, the people that tell, talk to you about, okay, you need this kind of credit, show this credit that you're using a credit card good, get a small one to start building it up. So which I did do that during income tax time, but I was so scared to use it. So what I did, I used it for, I don't forgot what it was that I had used it for a month ago. And I already had the cash in I could have paid cash, but I had to use it to show that, I'm paying good on time and start, showing that to show good credit. So I did use it, but somehow I went over the 30% rule. And it was the time when the cycle was changing in the credit score part, and by me going over that 30%, it knocked some points off of my credit, my Equifax and my TransUnion. So be very careful that you stay up under the 30%. So I am still happy because it's showing, okay, even though it took my score down, but it's showing I still paid it on time. Matter of fact, I paid it before time, because when I saw my score drop and I went in it to see in Equifax, because it'll show where your score dropped, why it dropped. And I was like, oh my goodness, I went over the 30%. You got to be real careful. I don't care if it's $1 over that 30%, they will make your score drop. So what I did, that next day, I went right on ahead and I paid it completely, all of it, that I had used off. And I said, okay, and I've calculated how much would the 30% be, so I know not to go over it. And I figured that out. So now I know when I use it, just don't go over that. And I'm not using it because I need it. That's what the part is. Don't use it because you need it, because they will know. And how they know, because when you go over and don't pay it before, this stuff happened, what happened to me. But I'm using it because I'm trying to build my credit to show credit worthiness. So now I know, and now I know if I probably use it for, if Ace want a bag of chips or something now, because I only got the limit of 200. I could have got more than that, but I did not want to get in there. I went the lowest limit, which was 200, and it was a prepaid, not a prepaid, what's the credit? It was a secure credit card. So that's why I was able to choose my limit. So I wanted it 200. The more money you put on it, the more it is. So I didn't want to go, put too much on it. So now I wanted to stay in my range, and I didn't want to live like the Joneses, because I don't have it like the Joneses right now. You heard that key right now. But anyway, let's keep going. So, all right, so that's what happened to my credit score. Am I depressed? No, because I know it's going to shoot back up, and here's why. Because I did, went on and quickly paid off, but the cycle did not change before, it has not changed before I wrote this down to show you all this. But Lord's will, watch the next cycle, how it changes. Look, fingers crossed. Okay, anyway. In my collections, right here are the names of the collection. This is the start amount for June. This is the part who I paid for June, and this is my ending balance, okay? Now, Bull City on yesterday, woohoo! I paid off the collection company Bull City. It was $187. I called them, and I paid them off $187. They would not go down on it. So I just went on and paid it off. I had disputed all of these except my student loan. And the ones a lot of them that I disputed, they took them, people took, the companies took them all. They couldn't verify that it was me. And the ones that I disputed them about 2 times, and this was going on 1 year. I did it twice. Each one of these, except the student loan. So these stay on. They fought me. This is yours. Sent me paperwork. So I said, okay, let me call and see how much they would take as a settlement. And when they take it as a settlement, would they take it off my credit? So this one would not take it as a settlement. So it stayed on my, so they say unless I pay the full, you know, then they'll take it off the credit. If I don't pay the full, they don't, you know, they don't even do settlements. So I had to pay the full amount, and they told me, and I paid it yesterday, so they said give them 30 days. You know, they take them off in 2 weeks, but it'll show up on the credit report within 30 days. So now I'm at the ending balance of 0. Yay! Okay. My credit, and then I have one credit collection, 228. I didn't pay anything for that, so the ending balance is still the same, 228. So this credit collection, 228, I also called them today, and they won't take it down too, because this was an insurance, car insurance company. They don't do settle. Oh, yes, they do. They do settlements, but they wouldn't take it off. They would not remove it off my credit if I settled. So I said, I'll just pay the full amount. And then they said, yes, we'll take it off your credit. So I'm focusing on paying that off in February, like I told them, the 228. So the next one, West Orlando Physician, 383. Didn't pay anything, so their end balance is still the same. Source, that's a collection company, 766. Didn't pay anything, that's the same. And I know that not this one, West Orlando Physician, but I know that this one, and this one will take a settlement, because I called them sometimes last month just to see, and they said yes, but I wasn't ready to pay it. So whenever it's time that I'm ready to go ahead and start paying it, to pay them off one by one, then I will call them at that point again. So the portfolio recovery, $595, didn't pay anything, so their end balance the same. Department of Navigant, my student loan, $94,724, didn't pay anything. It's the same, it's in deferment. And the Midland credit, $1,292, didn't pay anything, and it's the same. My sister, $693, didn't pay anything, it's the same. She told me I didn't have to pay her back, but I told her that I am. And this amount that you see here, I've already on a few months back, I had already started paying her back. Really, slowly but surely. But not in the last couple of months, I haven't. But before that, I had paid her back, even though she told me I didn't have to. The brother of mine, $386. It was higher than this. I think it was 600 and something. And I had started paying him back. And now I'm down to 386. He told me, take my time. You know, well, don't take, well, he didn't say take my time. He said when I can, you know, pay it back. He understand. He was appreciative that I was even giving it back to him. Because, you know, I just like to keep my word much as I can. Lord, give me my strength. Okay, so in January 2020, my starting balance was $102,086, and my ending balance as of June 2020, this January 2020, in the beginning of the year, my ending balance in June is $99,067. All right, so for June, I started off with $99,254. I paid off $187 of my collection, and it ended up in $99,067. Where did I get this total from? Oh, let me show you this right quick. Over here, my start balance in May was $99,313, and I paid off $59. That was the tires plus I paid in full that my son purchased me a tire on his credit card, so I went and finished paying that off in full before time. and that left with zero balance. So that's what ended. All these added up, ending balance was $99,254. You want to see this video? Watch my last budgeting. But why I brought you back over here to show you this is because you see Tires Plus here, and you don't see it here. Because once I pay it off with my collection, I don't show it on my next one. All right? So that's what happened to that. So that's where I got this from. That's why this is like this. So these are the different 102,086 to 99,067. So it is going down slowly but surely. All right, so let's go over here to our monthly paycheck bill tracker. All right, I put me a sticker up here. Pretty important stuff right here, because it is. All right, so let's get started on this. And the reason why I'm going to explain this, I need to explain this, is because I have, as a school teacher, as a, and you know, we work partially doing online, you know, our hours were cut, but we worked on online because of the COVID-19, online at the school, you know, online for the children, as well as this income, where it's an income, and I have 3 income, as well as YouTube income. So this income includes the schools, YouTube, I get child support for my 2 oldest sons. They're 20-some years old. They live in Orlando, but this is back child support. I get like 25, yeah, is it $20? Lord Jesus, I can't even think. $25, I'm sorry, $25 a week. So that includes that as income as well. And what else? And any side jobs that I pick up from here or there, somebody may call me and say, Miss Towanda, could you type this paper for me? And I charge them $10 or something like that. You know, stuff like that. So that's what that income include for the month of June. Now, right here where I say summer bill savings, you didn't see this on my on my Maison because I did not need to use it. But on this one, yes, I'm using my summer bill savings. Okay, so let's get right back into it. All right, so I went on and added up. Right here where it say budget, this part right here for budget is where what you budget, how much you think it's going to come, you know, that the total going to be of each category. This is the income category. This is the bills category. This is the envelopes. This is the sinking fund. This is the extra debt. And this is the savings. And the budget part is what you budget, what you think that you're going to have to pay out on each one of them. And the actual is what you actually, you know, it paid out. So up here, let's go in here, summer bills, savings. You know, that came out of my my savings for my summer bills, which I already showed you right in the beginning. Where is it? Right here, which I already showed you right there. My summer bill savings, I had to pull out, I budgeted to pull out $681, but I actually had to pull out $741. Here, my buffer, this buffer came from some of my income tax and some of the stimulus. I put it in my checking account where my bills that I have to pay out my checking account come out of. I put extra money in it when I had my stimulus and my income tax, and it wasn't much extra, but I did put extra in there, and it's called buffer. And that's because if it's any bills that more than what it usually is, you know, and it comes out, then it's a buffer in there to cover it. So that's why that's called buffer. So I knew I had enough. I budgeted for $191, and actually $191, and I know I do have that, at least that much buffer in my account. Okay, so I added up all my income together. my summer bill savings, and my buffer, and it came up to $1,807 that I actually need. All right, so then I dropped it down here to my bills. When I added up all my bills, what I budgeted for came up to $1,355.09. But when the actual bills, and I was able to look at them and saw what it really is, it came up to $1,296.08. So, you know, it was lesser. So what I did, I took $1,296 and subtracted from the $1,807 from my income, and it left me with $510.92. So what I did, I took that $510.92 and I brought it down to my envelopes, when I stuffed my envelopes. That $510.92 is brought down to my envelope. I add up all of my envelopes, which include gas 20, offering 10, eat out 15, toiletries 10, Ace 5, entertainment 10, mom 10, groceries nothing, household 10. The reason why grocery nothing, because I still have a lot of grocery in the house that we can eat off of. Once I added all that up, that came up to $90 that I need for my envelope stuffing, I meant. So I took $510.92 that was brought down, and I subtracted $90 from that, and it left me with $420. Then I took that $420 and I put it up to my sinking funds. And I added up all of my sinking funds. And what's included in my sinking funds is Daddy. I like to, you know, keep a little money on me. When I see him, I can put it in his pocket, but I wasn't able to give him nothing this time. Birth date, my son Sergio, he turned 25, so I gave him $25. That's what I can budget with. Medical, I wasn't able to put anything in it. Back to school, nothing in it. Bishop council, I budgeted for 5, and I was able to, you know, put 5, and these are my sinking fund stuffing, and I'll show you that too. And vacation, I wasn't able to put nothing. Camera, I wanted to buy me a camera, but I wasn't able to put nothing in that. And I have a pet, and I wasn't able to put nothing in that. And actually, right now, he has what he needs. And if you haven't watched my pet video, please watch that. It's a multi-poo. He is so cute, and you'll see how he looks. He's so cute. So with these two added up, it came up to $30 that I needed for my sinking fund. So I took the $420 that I carried over from the envelopes, and I subtracted the $30 from it, and it left me with $390. All right, so I took that $390 and brought it down to my extra debt. And my extra debt, I didn't want you to see the names, but oh well. I budgeted for Angel, $50. I budgeted for Young, $0. But actually, I was able to pay them Angel nothing and Young nothing. And then my collections, I had budgeted for $187, and I was actually able to, okay, so let's get right back into it. All right, so I went on and added up. Right here where it say budget, this part right here for budget is where what you budget, how much you think it's going to come, you know, that the total going to be of each category. This is the income category. This is the bills category. This is the envelopes. This is the sinking fund. This is the extra debt. And this is the savings. And the budget part is what you budget, what you think that you're going to have to pay out on each one of them. And the actual is what you actually, you know, it paid out. So up here, let's go in here, summer bills, savings, you know, that came out of my my savings for my summer bills, which I already showed you right in the beginning. Where is it? Right here, which I already showed you right there. My summer bill savings, I had to pull out, I budgeted to put out $681, but I actually had to pull out $741. Here, my buffer, this buffer came from some of my income tax and some of the stimulus. I put it in my checking account where my bills that I have to pay out my checking account come out of. I put extra money in it when I had my stimulus and my income tax. And it wasn't much extra, but I did put extra in there, and it's called buffer. And that's because if it's any bills that more than what it usually is, you know, and it comes out, then it's a buffer in there to cover it. So that's why that's called buffer. So I knew I had enough. I budgeted for $191, and actually $191, and I know I do have that, at least that much buffer in my account. Okay, so I added up all my income together, my summer bill savings, and my buffer, and it came out to $1,807 that I actually need. All right, so then I dropped it down here to my bills. When I added up all my bills, what I budgeted for came up to $1,355.09. But when the actual bills, and I was able to look at them and saw what it really is, it came up to $1,296.08. So, you know, it was lesser. So what I did, I took $1,296 and subtracted from the $1,807 from my income, and it left me with $510.92. So what I did, I took that $510.92 and I brought it down to my envelopes, when I stuffed my envelopes. That $510.92 is brought down to my envelope. I add up all of my envelopes, which include gas 20, offering 10, eat out 15, toiletries 10, Ace 5, entertainment 10, mom 10, groceries nothing, household 10. The reason why grocery nothing, because I still have a lot of grocery in the house that we can eat off of. Once I added all that up, that came up to $90 that I need for my envelope stuffing, I meant. So I took $510.92 that was brought down, and I subtracted $90 from that, and it left me with $420. Then I took that $420 and I put it up to my sinking funds. And I added up all of my sinking funds. And what's included in my sinking funds is Daddy. I like to, you know, keep a little money on me. When I see him, I can put it in his pocket, but I wasn't able to give him nothing this time. Birth date, my son Sergio, he turned 25, so I gave him $25. That's what I can budget with. Medical, I wasn't able to put anything in it. Back to school, nothing in it. Bishop council, I budgeted for 5, and I was able to, you know, put 5, and these are my sinking fund stuffing, and I'll show you that too. And vacation, I wasn't able to put nothing. Camera, I wanted to buy me a camera, but I wasn't able to put nothing in that. And I have a pet, and I wasn't able to put nothing in that. And actually, right now, he has what he needs. And if you haven't watched my pet video, please watch that. It's a multi-poo. He is so cute, and you'll see how he looks. He's so cute. So with these two added up, it came up to $30 that I needed for my sinking fund. So I took the $420 that I carried over from the envelopes, and I subtracted the $30 from it, and it left me with $390. All right, so I took that $390 and brought it down to my extra debt. And on my extra debt, I had, for my sister, I budgeted for $50, but actually I wasn't able to give nothing. I was able to pay out nothing. Brother budgeted for nothing, so it was nothing. My collection, I budgeted for $187, and I was able to pay $187. So to add these, my actual up, it came up to $187. So I took the $390 and I subtracted $187 from that, and that left me with $203 for my extra debt, and I put it down to my savings. So when I added up my savings, which was my summer living savings, which is for June, July, and August, I budgeted to put $80, but I actually was able to put $184. And for ACE savings, I budgeted for $20, and I was able to put $20. So I added up $184 plus $20, and that left, wait a minute, something ain't right, y'all. Oh, yeah. I added up 184 plus 20, and that came up with $204. So I took $203 that was left over from my extra debt. I dropped it down to savings, and I subtracted $204 from $203, so that left me with a negative $1. And sometimes your numbers be off sometimes, but that's okay because I have the dollar here already. So I messed up somewhere in there, but then I found the dollar in the money. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to deposit $15 into my Chase account. And the reason why I'm depositing $15 in my Chase account, any money that's left over from my envelopes, after, you know, if I don't spend my envelopes all of my envelopes by my next paycheck, any money that's left over from that, I will put it in my collection. This is sinking fund, in my sinking fund collections. So I had $15. What I was doing was building up the money, this money in here, I was going to use to help pay off any collection. So I have $15. I paid off a collection of $187, but remember that came from some of my buffer that I had in my checking account. So I'm gonna put this $15 in my checking account, and it's just gonna be sitting there to add back to my buffer. So that's where this $15 is gonna go out of my collection. And the $1, bam, that I need to put into a savings account, which I am going to do it, because, you know, I pass by that bank all the time. They can laugh, laugh. I don't care. I'm on a mission. So this is going to go into a savings account, this $1. So then that'll change that negative dollar into, you know, it'll add up to zero amount, everything, all the numbers will be correct. So there it is. Okay. Now, that's it for this. If you have any questions, please ask the question below, and I will definitely help you get through my video, because sometimes I can be so scattered, y'all. Okay, all right, so I believe that is it for now. So now let's get to stuffing our cash envelopes. So I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to put out the money. So we have some 10s and we have some 5s. So let's count. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80, 85, 95. So $95 that we're going to stuff our cash envelope with. Let's put it like this. And let's go here. I'm sorry about the lights showing. You know, please, y'all, bear along with me. Okay, everything hid there, everything hid. All right, so we start off with the gas. And remember what I'll do, I'll go back to this part right here, and I'll look at what I said that I was going to put on in my envelopes. So I'm going to sit this to the side while I go through this. Or better yet, let me sit this under so I can stop that reflection. I don't know if y'all see it, but I see it. All right, for gas, I have down $20. So I have this here, and $20. That's 10, 20. I like to break it up into 2 10s, because $10 every time, you know, 10 for one week, 10 for the other. Winter Haven is a small town, y'all. Small town. All right, so the next one is Mom. And for mom, I have down $10. So we get our 10. Sorry about that. It's in the way. And if you want to know where I get this envelope carrier from, oh, I forgot to close it. Ace purchased it for me from a thrift store. Isn't it nice? And I got these plastic envelopes from off of Amazon. All right, so the next one will be Ace. Ace get $5. I usually give him 5 once, but we have been working on money, and he's now learning the value of money. So I'm up here, you know, I'm gonna give him a $5, solid $5 bill this time. Okay, the next one is household. Household, I have $10 for. I have $10 for a household. The next one will be, okay, got that one. Entertainment, for entertainment, $10. Alrighty, close that one. The next one, groceries, nothing. The next one, eat out. For eat out, I budgeted $15, so there's a 10 and a 5, 15. The next one is toiletries. For toiletries, I budgeted for $10. Is this one already open? Let me see. Yes, it was. $10 for toiletries. All right. The next one is church offering. For church offering, I budget $10. Have that $10 right here. And I got a 5 left over, y'all. Let's see, who did I did not get? I got Ace for 5, eat out for that. Okay, so let me double check. So I told you trial and error, I got 20 there. Mom 10. Ace 5. Entertainment 10. And oh, I know what that 5 is. Y'all help me out. All right, so I finished my cash envelope stuffing, and this is what I'll use to take with me in my purse when I'm going to purchase, you know, around. So now, after I finish my cash envelopes, I don't know if you can see that part, then I move up here to my sinking fund. Okay, for my birthday, for my son's birthday, 25, I already given that to him because he was here this weekend. I already gave that to him. So the next this $5 here that I have left over go toward my Bishop Council report. So let's go to the back. And I have an envelope already made out for it. And I put this in here and I start saving money until my amount of what I want to give them as a gift. They don't demand us to give this. This is our gift. What the gift that we want to give. So I'm gonna put the 5 in there. All right. And I'm gonna put it here. And I have until June to not into June. I have until December to fill this up of how much I want to give, and then I give it over to them. I turn it in. So these are my sinking fund envelopes in the back of this planner, because this is my budget planner here. So these are my sinking fund envelopes, and I have different ones. See, that's medical. I don't know if you can see it. That one's medical. This is for our renewed common income, car repairs, back to school, stuff like that. All right. So after that, oh, let me do this. In the back, I have this here. This one here said taking care of business money. This envelope is mostly for if I needed to deposit, if I get a check from somebody for doing that extra work, or they give me cash and I need to deposit into my bank account, you know, whatever bank account I need to put it in, that's why I put it in. So this dollar, remember, I need to deposit that in a savings account. Believe me, I'm going to do that. Like I said, I'm about business. And then this $15, I'm going to deposit this into my checking account because I need this to help replenish up my buffer. So I'll know what this is for. If I would think that I will forget it, then I will put a sticky note on there what each is for. But it's just two of them, so I'll know what it's for. You know which bank to put it in and how much. So that is done with that. This right here was my collections. So I'm gonna start building that back up hopefully next month. Starting whenever I get some more income coming in. But yeah, so that is it, y'all. And I think, oh my gosh, I think that's it. Woohoo! Thank you, Jesus. I think that's it. All right, so yeah, so let's always keep God first. You know, always keep God in our hearts and first in whatever we do. You know, I tell my son, and I have to preach it to me all the time, tell myself all the time. I tell him, I said, put God first in all that you do. I told him, I said, even if your mind leads you to want to do something bad, I said, put God first in that. And, you know, they were looking at me like crazy. I said, what I mean by that, I said, pray before you go and do that bad thing, or pray before you get ready to, try to pray before you get ready to do it, and that's put in him first. It didn't say just put God first in good things. It said put God first in all things. And I told him, I said, because if you pray before your mind tell you to do this and that, and you know it's wrong, what you think gonna happen? The Lord gonna turn it around. The Lord gonna change your mind. That's what I say. But okay, and that's what I believe, and that's what I know. All right, so as I will always say, to my oldie but goodies, and to my new subscribers, and to the ones that's just doing the drive-by and keep going and don't want to subscribe, always put all your trust in the Lord. It's a working process to do that, but ask the Lord. This is what I'm doing as well, asking the Lord to help me put all my trust in him. But my saying is, I don't know where, I don't know when, and Lord knows I don't know how. But I do know for one thing, that God will always do what? That's right, oldie but goodies, make a way. Thank God for Jesus. All right, bye.